I was just chatting with AI and it completely blew my mind about how I can use it to make money. And with the focus being really taking the time to step back and, of course, reading books from 1966 about advertising and marketing, and then taking that same concept and applying it to what we do here in 2025 and beyond. The focus is truly about sparking ideas and using those ideas to make money online as an affiliate marketer. You can see right here with the chat, the first step, which I think I just did, is to hook your audience. In the first 5 or 10 seconds, when we're talking about creating content here on YouTube, start with an attention grabbing statement that builds curiosity. The example it just gave me, or the example it gave me and that I just used, of course, I modified it and it might not have worked as well as I hoped. But the point is, it's giving me these ideas. I was just chatting with AI about marketing and what it said completely blew my mind. It sparked an idea I know can make serious money. Let me show you how. That's what we're here doing now. Now it talks about using visual elements and it moves through like how to do and the concept of building a YouTube video. And I want to share that with you with this chat or within the context of what it is I'm talking about. But I want to go back to the beginning, actually start at the end in this chat. And you can see here, this chat was about improving a headline for a perfect score. Again, going back and thinking about where we came from as marketers, or where this industry has came from, what everyone else has already accomplished for us to learn and take and understand how to create compelling content that takes people from a problem to a solution. That's what I'm doing with you here today. That's what I'm always doing with you here, whether you're here with me on the YouTube channel inside of my client group, or you join me in my new cohort and community. There's a link in the description. Check that out. It's going to be something that we're doing all throughout 2025 in a small group of just 10 folks. But we go back to this chat and it says improved headline for the perfect score. How this chat inspired a money-making idea I can't wait to try. Of course, right now I'm trying it, but why this version works better. Now, why does it work better and where did we start? That's where we need to start here, but understand that I scored a 100 out of 100 and I've tapped into curiosity, emotional appeal, benefit driven, clarity, and specificity for making sure that what I am focused on is all of those things as they apply to me creating content here on YouTube or anywhere really, a blog, social media, writing ads, Facebook ads, any type of ad, maybe a Google ad, a Bing ad. But this concept and this idea started at the very beginning of this chat. Again, that I started this morning. I mean, I'm still in my robe here thinking I want to share this with you, and hopefully the 5 to 10 seconds that I included at the beginning got you hooked. And then we go back to this chat and how it started. And again, it starts with me first understanding and wanting to share with you the ideas and the concepts. Even 30-minute marketing itself comes from Eugene Schwartz and the fact that he set a timer for 33 minutes and 33 seconds, 30-minute marketing. But this book, right? This Bible of marketing that was written in 1966 by Eugene Schwartz takes me back to this chat and where we are today, right? The focus that I have. And again, this may be at the point where you're like, how is this going to make me money? But if you stick with me as a true marketer, as a true person that wants to enhance their skill, because this is all about just leveling up skill, list 10 classic direct response marketing headlines. Here are 10 classic direct response marketing headlines that have stood the test of time for their ability to grab attention and drive action. People are still using variations of these headlines today. The very first one, they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. And it gave me 10. But you know what? I was like, wait a second. Like, I have a pretty good idea of who wrote those, but you may not. And this is the power of AI and using AI to build a profitable online business once you have a proven strategy. Now, I'm going to show you a strategy here in a second, but understand that this was John Caples. He was selling home piano lessons, a mail order course. Now, think about this. Home piano lessons from a mail order course. Of course, this was, 60s, 70s. I don't know the exact date of this ad, even in the 80s, right before the advent of the internet, but home piano lessons, a mail order course. This could very easily, and it does directly apply to selling courses online here today in 2025 and beyond. Think about that. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. Now, think about that, and we're going to dive into this, and then we're going to dive into my affiliating 9-step roadmap here in a second, and my proven top strategy for generating traffic here on YouTube to an offer and then add people to an email list, which are the foundational pillars and building blocks of a profitable online business. But we go back to this, and now we have these headlines and the people that wrote these headlines, and we know what we want to do, or we use AI to figure out how to help us understand and learn why these headlines work, how they affect people, and they get people to do what we want them to do, which is understand that they have a problem. They're down here, they're over here. We're going to work them through the hurdles and all the issues and let them know exactly what they need to do to get to the solution by creating content as a marketer or doing content marketing and using direct response principles to get them to take an action. But we want to utilize AI. And in this case, we're focused on thinking about what type of information and how can we understand why a headline works, why a headline doesn't work, meaning how and why does it make us money? Why and how does it sell the product? Give me a grade on this headline. Create a grading matrix on how and why headlines work, and then score this and then rewrite to get a perfect score. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, and then ChatGPT or any AI you want to use really creates a grading metrics, criteria, and weighting. Curiosity. This is very important, right? Like this is beyond important. When you focus on these ideas and these concepts and you walk through this process for any niche that you want to make money in, creating content as a marketer, first and foremost to help people, but to understand that when you create a piece of content, it all starts with the headline. If you're looking at a sales page, the headline is that first thing that you read. It's the first thing that people read to keep them, and its job is to keep them reading or to get them to read more, right? Curiosity is 30% of that. Does the headline spark curiosity, making the reader want to know more? Did the title of this YouTube video spark curiosity? Did the thumbnail and the words I used and the imagery spark curiosity? Probably could have done better on the thumbnail. I get lazy there sometimes. But understand that when I send out an email or I make a blog post or a post on social media, does the headline spark curiosity? That's what we're here doing today. We're understanding that curiosity is going to be 30%. Emotional appeal is going to be 25% inside of this grading matrix. Does the headline trigger an emotional response? Benefit driven. Does the headline promise or imply a clear benefit, a benefit to the person that you're talking to, the person that you want to let them know that you have a solution? Clarity. Is the headline easy to understand at first glance? Specificity. Does the headline include concrete details that make it compelling? Now, we're talking about a classic headline. If you were to go over to swipe.co and look at They Laughed When I Sat Down at the Piano by John Caples, and you were to look at this article, actually February 1927 was when this was written. I was thinking it was in the 70s and 80s, even older than that, 1927. I mean, truly, when you're talking about, right, like the golden age of selling stuff through a newspaper. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, and you can read this article, this really is no different than what we're still doing today here in 2025. You just filled out your name, your address, and your city and state, and it said, please send me your free book, right? This is basically a lead magnet to get this information to be able to then order this mail order course about playing the piano. They laughed at me, or they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. AI and ChatGPT is now grading that, scoring the original headline. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. And bear with me through this video. Understand that if you make it to the end of this video, you are going to be ahead of 99% of the people that haven't made it this far that continue to watch. Because they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, they're laughing at you now when you read a book from 1966 and you are trying to do TikTok videos, right? You're trying to be the best TikToker. You're trying to, be the best Amazon influencer, right? They laughed at you for reading a book from 1966 and thinking, well, how is this going to help me? It's going to help you because now you understand curiosity, emotional appeal, benefit driven. The headline leaves the reader wondering about the transformation that happened after the person started playing. When it plays on the emotions of humiliation and vindication, which are universally relatable, it attacks the emotional appeal. Benefit driven. The benefit, learning to play the piano impressively, is implied but not explicitly stated. The headline is straightforward and easy to understand, but specificity only got an 8 out of 10. Why? While the headline is engaging, it lacks concrete details about how the transformation was achieved. It received a total score of 93 out of 100 here in 2025, or that's what the AI thinks. Now, will this headline do better? It'll probably do better today. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but in just 30 days, I had them cheering after I got access to, right, this online course that taught me how to play piano. All right, think about it, right? Now look at the score. It's 100 out of 100, 30 out of 30. The revised version maintains the intrigue of the original. Now, you shouldn't use, they laughed at me when I sat down at the piano, right? Think about and use AI to come up with different angles, right, and aspects, because it's going to be overdone. Now, people in your niche or the people that you're talking to here in 2025, they're not going to know about that headline. But if you try to use it verbatim, it may or may not work, and it may not just be a good look. But the exercise itself, right? Curiosity. The revised version maintains the intrigue of the original. Why? It retains the emotional resonance of humiliation and vindication. The benefit, achieving notable progress in a short time, is benefit driven. The headline is still clear and easy to read, but specificity gives us a 10 out of 10 because we've added in just 30 days. We've said just in 30 days, and you've heard this like how to get in shape or how to get abs in 7 days. I think it was just a movie, something about Mary, where they made fun of that, right? And he said, oh yeah, what if they do 6 days? And he was like, no, it's 7 days. Well, if I do 6 days, right? But part of that too is also inside of Breakthrough Advertising, understand that you can only take that down, right? What is it? 1 day, 30 minutes, right? They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but in 30 minutes I had them cheering, right? Meaning that I learned how to do this in 30 minutes, probably not practical. So you take that, right? And you continue with this chat, right? And you say at this point, now, what if I wanted to use a variation of that headline for a different niche? Give me some example ideas and why they work or why they don't work for that niche. Now, I shared this in my client group over on Facebook. So if you have ever purchased anything from me, or you work with me, or you worked with me in the past, that is the client group that you want to be in. But understand that even here on YouTube, I want you to be able to take this chat and this information and recreate it for yourself. So understand that we have gone through these famous headlines. We had it list the famous headlines, why they work, who they were from, what product they're selling. We moved into why they work. Now we want to take this to different niches. Now what if I wanted to use a variation of that headline for a different niche? Give me some examples on why they work or why they didn't work for that niche. Do 10 different niches. Here are 10 different niche variations of the classic headline. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. And then this is when I said, don't use, they laughed when I sat down, right? They laughed when I went to the gym. It might work. But what if I said, they mocked my flabby arms, but now they're asking for my workout routine? Why does it work? It plays on emotions of embarrassment and triumph, appeals to those seeking visible transformation. Why it might not work. Some audiences might find mocked too harsh or negative. They may not, right? That's up for you to decide, right? You have the final say in this. Cookie niche. They scoffed at my burnt toast, but now I'm the star of every dinner party. Public speaking. They laughed when I grabbed the microphone, but then they gave me a standing ovation. Parenting niche. They criticized my parenting style, but now they ask for my advice. Fashion and style. They tease me for my outdated wardrobe, but now they're copying my look. Marketing. They laughed at me because I said 30-minute marketing. They laughed at me because I set a timer for 33 minutes and 33 seconds. They laughed at me for reading and going back to a book that was written in 1966 to make YouTube videos or to write Facebook ads. Personal finance niche. They dismissed my budgeting tips, but now they're asking me how I paid off my $50,000 in debt. Weight loss. They rolled their eyes at my diet, but now they're begging for my secret. Technology programming. They snickered at my coding skills, but now they're using my app every day. Beauty and cosmetics. They pointed out my acne, but now they're complimenting my glowing skin. Pet care. They laughed at my rowdy dog, but now they're asking me how I trained him. Works well when the niche, specified pain point, and transformation are relatable, emotional, and specific. If the tone feels too harsh, it might not work. The transformation seems implausible, right? It's just too much, right? 1 minute later, I learned how to play the piano, right? Or the problem isn't serious enough to matter. To adapt this headline effectively, identify the niche's key pain points and desired outcomes. How does this exercise? And understand now, I'm just continuing with the chat the way you should do. To use AI as an assistant to learn from the artificial intelligence, the large language model, right? Its ability to sort of predict words and give you information about what it knows from stuff that it's been trained on, like this book from 1966 and everything that we've done in advertising and marketing up to this point. So how does an exercise like this help me make money as an affiliate marketer that creates helpful how-to videos on YouTube? How exercises like this help affiliate marketers create how-to YouTube videos? Crafting irresistible video titles, maximizing click-through rates, structuring engaging video content, building a loyal audience, dominating search results, right? Keep going. Everything that you need to learn, all the stuff, it's very important. Summary. Headline exercise translates to YouTube success. Your title becomes irresistible click magnets. Your content focuses on emotional, transformational storytelling. This is me fast forwarding ahead. TLDR, too long didn't read. Your affiliate CTAs feel natural and persuasive. Your engagement and traffic skyrocket, directly increasing ad revenue and affiliate sales. I think this might be the most important. Structuring engaging video content. Remember, this is me and you having a content or having a conversation with the chat bot as it produces content, as it creates output based on the input that we've given it. So I think this might be the most important, because when I was reading all this, right, as I fast forwarded through it with you, right, I read this one and I was like, structuring engaging video content might be the most important thing that I could take away from this exercise today, this chat that I'm having this morning, this chat that I'm now sharing with you before I even got out of my robe, right? Haven't even had breakfast, haven't even thought about what I'm going to do today. I think this might be the most important thing, and I wanted to share it with you. Structuring engaging video content. Structuring engaging video content is arguably the most important element for your success as an affiliate marketer here on YouTube. Here's why I agree in the next steps you could take. Why this is the most important. Trust is key in affiliate marketing. Engagement drives algorithm success. Clarity increases conversions. Emotional connection is compelling. Next steps for you. Master the before solution after framework. Oh my goodness, we have a new framework. This sets up perfectly to understand that inside of affiliating, my 9-step roadmap to building a profitable online business, I have a proven method. It is a framework: traffic to an offer, add people to an email list. These are the 3 things that you need to do that are required for you to build a profitable online business. You pick a topic, you need tools, tech, and you need to understand the time. And what we're doing right now, we're focused on creating consistent content. We're not focused on anything else right now. We're just saying, how can I get better at creating the consistent content that is required for me to drive traffic to an offer that I'm going to pick that helps people solve a problem, and then add those people to an email list. And we've done all that here. And now we have this new framework, before solution after framework, to plan your videos or to plan your consistent content. Before, identify a relatable pain point or struggle your audience faces. right? You're facing the idea and the concept of, how do I do this? How do I make it work? And I am showing you an advanced strategy, but I'm backing up to show you step by step how, even though it's advanced, even though you haven't read this book yet, you should. It's a good read. It takes time to read and understand and to really get the impact. But this chat that you're having with AI, this video that you're watching now, shows you that this book from 1966 and the time that it will take you to read this book and follow along with me to bring you up to the level that I'm at and even beyond, right? You then take that and you come back and you say, okay, identify a relatable pain point or struggle your audience faces. Highlight the tool, method, or product you're recommending. This is the solution. They have a problem. You're taking them through these hurdles, just like I am in this video. I'm taking you through the hurdle of understanding what it means to craft consistent content that is compelling, that gets people's attention, that drives them to the solution that you ultimately want to get them to, right? This is what your business relies on. Because before solution, after framework, after you show them the transformation or success using personal results, testimonials, or vivid descriptions, they're going to be hooked, right? So you need to hook them. You need to show them a solution. You need to show them an outcome. Use headlines as inspiration for hooks. Show, don't tell. Create content around popular pain points. Include a call to action. Test and optimize. Build a content calendar, right? Think about how you're going to get consistent and then keep improving. Example, content ideas for different niches, just like we've already done. Fitness, tech, cooking. I was a terrible cook until I found this one tool that makes everything easy. I was a terrible marketer. I made no money online until Gary showed me a book from 1966 and then brought it into today's terms for me so I can understand inside of ChatGPT. All right. Then I went through the exercise of perfect. Now give me a headline for a video I'm going to make, the video you're watching right now. It gave me a headline. It said, how I use AI to unlock $1,000 a month online. That's probably the better headline, but it doesn't actually tell you what we're doing in this video because I haven't unlocked this specifically. This chat hasn't unlocked $1,000 for me online yet. It will. This video is going to make money. When you check out the link in the description to join my community and my cohort, it's going to make me $1,000, right? You see where we're going with this. But I was being honest about it. And I said, but I didn't actually make $1,000 from this chat yet. It has just given me a really cool idea, which now I am acting on and I'm sharing it with you. Got it? Let's adjust the headline. How this AI chat gave me a game-changing idea. The headline doesn't seem to score 100%. Now you can see that I'm going back to my original portion of this chat and I'm going back to the grading matrix that we created. And I've told ChatGPT, because the focus has to be on your mind, your thoughts, you guiding the AI, you understanding where you're trying to get to. This headline doesn't seem to score 100% using your grading matrix. Can you score it and make it better? Scoring the current headline. Remember where we started? Curiosity. Why? The phrase game-changing idea sparks some curiosity, but it's quite vague. The reader might wonder what makes this idea game-changing, but it could be more specific. Emotional appeal. Why? It implies potential excitement or transformation, but it doesn't tap into a strong emotional trigger like frustration or triumph. Benefit, clarity, specificity. It scored a total 78 out of 100. How can we get to 100 out of 100? And this is where we started. How this AI chat inspires a money-making idea I can't wait to try. Curiosity. I can't wait to try. Builds suspense and makes viewers wonder what the idea is and why it's so exciting. You wondered why this was so exciting. I'm super excited about this, and hopefully you are too. It conveys enthusiasm, which is infectious and motivates viewers to click and to keep watching, hopefully. The benefit is clear. Viewers will learn about an actionable idea they can try. Simple and direct while maintaining intrigue. While testing this idea, the phrase money-making idea provides enough context to anchor the headline. New score, 100 out of 100. All right? Now, remember, we're talking about this in the concept of affiliating to build a profitable online business, following my proven top strategy. We need traffic. We got to pick a topic. You have to pick a topic. You have to understand you're trying to create simple how-to videos to solve a problem. You need certain tools, tech, and the time to understand how to create consistent content. then identify an offer as an affiliate or your own offer, but I suggest starting as an affiliate because people have already done the research and you can just tap into that product that you know is selling, then ultimately build an email list and then profit and scale. 9 simple steps. This all started with scoring a 100 out of 100 to make this video. Understand that we also read this, right? We go back and we know from 1927, this powerful headline, 1966, right? Eugene Schwartz is writing about these types of headlines, the stuff that he studied from the 20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s into the 60s, now into 2025. And we are taking this now to this chat here, right? That I had. And I said, what made this headline so good? They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, and this is a completely new chat, just taking this idea and this concept of continuing to work with the AI to understand why this piece of content, why this headline, why this ad from 1927 was so good and why it worked, and how I can use it right now to make helpful how-to videos here on YouTube to build my own profitable online business. This is just me showing you that even though you have my proven top strategy and you have the 9 steps of all the things you need to do, you can utilize AI, and you should, just like we are here together today in this chat here on YouTube in this video. The headline, they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, is a classic example of effective direct response advertising. Here's why it works so well and how you can apply the principles behind it as an affiliate marketer today. Why was the headline so effective? It had an emotional hook. The headline immediately engages readers by presenting a dramatic, relatable emotional solution, fear of ridicule or failure. It also promises a reversal of that ridicule, which sparks curiosity. What happens next? It sets up a mini narrative. Humans are wired to respond to stories, and this headline draws the reader into the journey from embarrassment to triumph. The subtext suggests that learning to play the piano can lead to admiration and respect, addressing deep desires for competence and approval. We've already been through this in the grading matrix, but this is more important, and it's just breaking down, or more importantly, this is an easier way to just break down the ad and apply it directly to what you want to do, which is to create content here in 2027. Many people can relate to feeling inadequate in front of others. The ad positions the product as a solution to turn that vulnerability into a moment of triumph. How to apply this concept as an affiliate marketer. This is really where it all comes to fruition, right? This is the payoff. This is where the money comes in, right? This is where you start making money. How to apply this concept as an affiliate marketer. The link in the description is going to be to my cohort and my community, and this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to apply these concepts that you saw in this video, utilizing my proven top strategy, my 9-step roadmap, looking at things like John Capel's ads over at swipe.co, understanding that we're trying to score 100 out of 100, but the exercise is to understand why it scores a 100 out of 100 and how to do it for multiple niches, and then how to apply that as an affiliate marketer, and then go through and create an actionable plan for affiliate marketing using content marketing, utilizing what the AI is telling us, but also utilizing my experiences, the things that I've learned up to this point, and how I can help you based upon my experience, right? Because we need to start with the problem. Then you need to understand that there is a solution out there, and then demonstrate the transformation, show you how the changes are being made, like the stages that I've gone through, right? To end up with how to apply. Now show me how to apply this to the new video. The video that I'm making today, I'm learning. My focus is to show you what I'm learning, to share with you that I'm using AI to learn the principles based in the book that I've read from 1966, to go through these exercises with you, to know that I spend the time required to go back and to read and understand that in 1966, Eugene Schwartz wrote this article or wrote this book about that ad that was written in 1927. You know, there's lots of details that you're going to forget, you're going to not think about, but once you put them, you plant those seeds in your mind, you have them readily available to utilize them at a moment's notice. And then we do that together to build a profitable online business following your chosen topic that you want to talk about, because you probably don't want to talk about what I talk about, or you might want to talk about what I talk about, which is okay too. The link in the description will allow you to join me and the other 10 folks that are going to be in this cohort and community. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.